Hey guys, it is me again. Today is Sunday, the 6th of May, makes it day 127 on our Daily Bread Project 2012. As usual, guys, I'm going to say I got to try to keep this quick, make this as quick as I can, but I'm going to have to mean it tonight, guys, because it's 20 to 2, and to be honest, I just don't feel so good all of a sudden. I don't know, really, just in the last hour, I've just got feeling bad. My head's kind of starting to hurt a little, and it's a little bit sick at my stomach. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but I need to get in the bed, and so I need to make it short enough where I won't be up another 45 minutes uploading. So anyway, yeah, guys, it is good to be here tonight. I just want to thank you all for being here, and I want to brag on the Lord a little bit before I get on to the reading. You know, the Lord's so good to us. You know, I told you guys about me being upset with this boy on these motorcycle parts and stuff last couple of days, and it even got worse today because I still hadn't heard from him, but I heard from one of his buddies, and to be honest, what his buddy was telling me was just some, just wasn't making me any better. I'll just put it that way. So finally, I prayed about it, and I said, Lord, what should I do? What do you want me to do? You know, it was one of those deals. It was real easy to just send a big hair-lipping text message or something, basically telling him where to stick it and go on. But the Lord said, show him love. Show him love. That's what he kept putting on me, you know. So I just texted him and basically, told him that if there was any problems with any of the parts, that I'd try to do what I could do to help him. I'd try to do what I could do to make it right. That I just didn't want him to be mad at me, that I thought we had become friends. And the funny thing was, he texted me back going, what are you talking about? And so I explained to him, I said, well, I thought you hated, the way the pipe looked and all this. And I said, you ain't contacted me in 2 days now. And I said, then, so, well, anyway, that's all I said. And then, so anyway, he just basically gets back at me and says, well, it wasn't exactly what I expected. He said, but it ain't no big deal. And then, of course, he first thing come up and he said, why, has so-and-so been telling you something? And I basically said, well, yeah. And about that time, he was actually coming by my house here, going home from work. And he told me that. And I said, well, if you're going by here, I'm out in the garage. Won't you just stop here and we'll talk? So anyway, he come up here, guys. And long story short, guys, there wasn't nothing to begin with. Like he said, yeah, it wasn't hardly exactly what I expected. He said, and I told him, I said, well, to be honest about it, I hadn't heard from you in 2 days. I texted you once, sir, and you didn't reply back. And he said, well, I must just not have got it. And, he said, I've had birthday parties and work and a bunch of stuff. He said, that's why I've not talked to you or called you or texted you. And he said, as far as what my buddy there said, he said, don't pay no attention to him. He said, I've been just messing with him. He kind of playing mind games with him, because of, they're doing that kind of competitive nature back and forth, like kind of, getting on to each other about their bikes and stuff. So that's what he's talking about. He said, don't pay no attention to none of that. He said, if I had a problem with this stuff and all that, he said, I'd call you. He said, I don't have a problem with any of it. So anyway, guys, long story short, I know it's not too long for that, or too late for that. Got everything worked out, and like I said, I had worked up more in my head, I guess, to it than there ever was. So, and I want to thank the Lord for telling me that, because I could have went down the wrong path there and said something to the boy to make him mad or something to where he wasn't even mad, and I thought he was. So, I thank the Lord a bunch for that tonight. So anyway, guys, saying all that normal stuff, pray for us. Had a good time at church today. Had some people there that hadn't been there in a while. The boy that does our music hadn't been there in a little while, and he was back, and he said he was glad to be back in the house of the Lord. So I had a good time, but just keep praying for us, guys. Pray for my business this week. As always, we need the prayers. What else? I think I did tell you all yesterday that we did get our check for our camper, so praise the Lord for that. Got to wait for it to clear now, but it's better than not getting one. So, and I guess that's about it, guys. Like I said, just kind of pray for me. Like I said, I don't know why I'm feeling sick all of a sudden. Could just be nothing. I hope it is. I hope it's not. I hope I'm not getting sick or anything. But so let's see what else. Oh, Brother Darren, I'm glad to see your baby cat finally had its kittens. I know Andrea was. I think she always thought you were crazy the whole time you kept hollering that it was pregnant. She kept saying it was just fat. I bet she's not hollering that now. But, brother, I wish I lived close enough to you to come get one of them cats. I really do. Because I'd like to have me a good cat around the house here. Something to, kind of keep the mice down and something to, just have as a good little pet. So, but, I guess that's too far away to think about. So, let's see, guys. I guess that's about it. Like I told you guys, I just don't feel good this season. I need to make this short so it'll won't take too long to upload. One more thing I just want to ask you to pray about, guys. Pray for me. My nephew's graduation is this Friday, high school graduation. And not only is it his graduation, there's 3 teenagers in my church that are all in this graduating class. I think 3 is what it is. 3 is what I can think of right now. There may be more, but it's at least 3. Well, 4 if you count one boy that kind of used to come, but he don't come anymore. So his mom still comes, but he don't. I don't know. I still don't know what happened there. I don't know if I made him mad or what. But anyway, so I have to go. I mean, even if I could just tell my nephew, Bub, I love you, but he wouldn't care. But the one girl asked me at church today, and she asked me, she's like, "You're going to be at the graduation?" And she said, "You're coming because of Chase?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, okay." You could just tell that she wanted me to be there for her too. So, just pray for me on that, guys, because I'll be honest, I don't do good in situations like that. Wouldn't bother me a bit to go up there, if we were doing a youth rally or something to do with church, having an auditorium full of people and all that, doing something for the Lord, guys, it would not bother me. But just, like I said, stuff like that, it's all pomp and circumstance anyway. I mean, to be honest about it. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. The kids are already graduated. You're going to be there for probably an hour at least in a 150-degree, auditorium with hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people. Everybody just sweating and burning up. And, like I said, just for pomp and circumstance, it means nothing. I don't know. Situations like that, I don't know. I just don't do well in them. So, but I got to go. So, you guys pray for me about that too. So, having said that, guys, Galatians chapter 4, starting in verse 3, here we go. Even so we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world. And guys, this is the truth. I don't know how many people think about it, but it's the truth. But when the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth His Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. And because ye are sons, God has sent forth the Spirit of His Son into your hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Wherefore thou art no more a servant, but a son, and if a son, then an heir of God through Christ. Howbeit then, when ye knew not God, ye did service unto them which by nature are no gods. But now after that ye have known God, or rather are known of God, how turn ye again to the weak and beggarly elements, whereunto ye desire again to be in bondage? Ye observe days and months and times and years. I'm afraid of you, lest I have bestowed upon you labor in vain. Brethren, I beseech you, be as I am, for I am as ye are. Ye have not injured me at all. Ye know how through infirmity of the flesh I preached the gospel unto you at the first. And my temptation which was in my flesh ye despised not nor rejected, but received me as an angel of God, even as Jesus Christ. Now again, guys, Paul's getting in here talking about his thorn, his infirmity that he keeps talking about, guys. He talks about it in several of his letters. And we still don't, we don't know what that was, what that thorn was, what that infirmity was. But he talks many times about how that God used it for his benefit. So, anyway, guys, I hope somebody got something out of this tonight. I know I didn't probably explain as much tonight as I normally do, guys, but if you knew how much strength it was taking me just to hold my head up right now and not just vomit all over the place, you'd be surprised that I got through what I did. So, anyway, guys, I love you all. If you need anything, as always, let me know. Just pray for me. And the good Lord willing, I'll talk to y'all later this week. I'll talk to you tomorrow night, matter of fact. Good Lord willing. And till I see you all again, good night. God bless.